Hey guys, so I've been hard at work on the second edition of Armada's Book of Beelzebub, and I'm really excited. There's going to be information in there that I've never seen anyone write before, largely about you know who, my patron. But in the meantime, the first edition is still available, you can also buy autographed copies of it. But once the second edition is ready to be published, I'm going to pull the first edition, so it will become rare. So I guess you just have to ask yourselves whether you think I'm capable of rising in value, because I certainly think so. But I wanted to share the prologue for the second edition. This isn't the one that's currently out, but this is what's going to replace what's out. So this is the prologue for the new edition when I'm done. Prologue. I was meant to write this, to deliver it into your custody. Firstly, I'm convinced that I have visions. And on June 3rd, 2019, long before I was entreated without any ambiguity to draft this piece, I had a vision in which I was asked to orchestrate the Devil's Codex. I agreed, but stubbornly gave the manuscript a working title instead, one that I can no longer recall. In my rush to publish the first edition of Armada's Book of Beelzebub, I explained the circumstances surrounding that urgency. On no level did I conspire to release it on June 3rd, 2022, but the universe has a rhythmic heartbeat, and we are swaying to its song. Have you ever noticed anniversaries with repeating patterns or metrical twists that seem scripted so as to create a case for a hidden playwright? In my youth, I tried to acknowledge these fascinating coincidences while remaining logical, rebellious of my mother who is a witch. However, it is not logical to go out of one's way to explain the links of a chain, if only to explain them in an acceptable manner. In high school, I was composing poetry about this exact phenomenon, beginning with, irony I always see, as if, although I don't believe, and therein lay my flaw. The universe was screaming at me. Even though I heard it, how could I not? Rather than accepting the apparent, I doggedly wrestled it out into a slew of coinciding coincidences. Arguably, I am still a logical creature, but I am also a witch who has seen proof enough demons. It would be far too easy to dismiss this as a madness, but my path is important. It has taught me to be fortified in both arenas, mental and spiritual. Furthermore, over consecutive years, I incurred a series of visions that were likewise grouped together around a separate date, telling me that I could be used as a key to Baal, or so it was originally documented. Now I wonder whether it might have been Baal rather than Baal, because I was going by ear. After all, I worked with neither Baal nor Baal in those days, but I believe that it is in the nature of gods to know our destinies before we know them ourselves. Spirits are not bound by time. If it is to happen, do they see it already? If it is possible for us, can they sense the dormant potential? There have been clear and prevalent signs that I am meant to write. Across my life, at least 3 unrelated individuals have gifted me with domain names to websites with the instructions that I am to write. Such a strange and thoughtful present to be thrice recycled, with the earliest occurrence when I was underage. Even this volume which you were reading was conceived by external design, for it was an established author who petitioned that we combine forces on a book of Beelzebub. He would betray me mid-journey, but not before activating my prognostication regarding this codex. I find it extraordinary that I type paragraphs with additional gnosis from visions, but the document, which auto-saves to the cloud, somehow saved incorrectly and was lost. Thankfully, this never happened while writing the actual contents of the chapters, but as an isolated incident, that means it could be a sign. Therefore, I will allow you to form your own opinions, as this book is not about me regardless. Frankly, if you have entered the realm of demons but are dependently seeking answers from humans, you are in the wrong place. The wonderful thing about these beings is that with enough patience, you can convene with them yourself. I do believe that I am meant to write this, but I must also learn what is not to be written, for our gifts are a double-edged sword. The bottom line is we are to act as instruments, and I am honored to play my part. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been working on the second edition, and it's fantastic. It's going to be really good. There's going to be a lot of expansion on things that I previously kind of skimmed over. There's going to be new information. So much fun. It's really rewarding, but really difficult.